What's up, YouTube? So, got something a little bit different. It's Father's Day, which is a particularly rough day for me. I know a lot of you guys know the story already, but really, for those of you who are kind of new, basically I don't really get to see my son. I don't even really know where he is. And I'm in the process of fixing that. But we'll be getting into a whole legal mumbo jumbo on this video. But I've been basically mulling over making this video because this is a particularly rough video. It's something a little bit different than what we normally do, and it's something that's particularly hard for me to make, and it's something that I think that is really important to make, especially on a day like today, which is Father's Day, which video is going to be dropped after Father's Day, but that's okay. But I think it's something that you guys can get a lot out of. It will maybe help you understand a little bit more about what Joe and I do, why we do it, and a little bit more about me, I guess you could say. But meeting Sammy the other day, which if you guys saw the videos, someone who's dealing with really unfortunate situation. He's homeless with his wife, and we did help him out a little bit, but something that he said kind of struck me, struck my heart, and kind of gave me the motivation to get this done, get this video out to you guys. When he was talking about how he was hoping that he had a big family, kids, and he had grandkids, and he was hoping that they would see the video. That kind of tugged at my heartstrings a bit, because it kind of made me think, maybe his kids or his family, they don't know the situation, they don't know what he's going through. I don't know, maybe they don't care. I don't know the story, because we just spend too much time with him. But whatever the case is, he's homeless, and he doesn't get to see him, and maybe they don't get to see him, and maybe think that about my boy. I don't really get to see him, and that's a pain that I wake up with every day. It's a pain that I walk around with every day, and there's not a second that I don't really think about him. Not a second that I don't think about him. I don't carry him with me. I don't miss him. It's going to be tough getting through this video. But it's going to be kind of an open letter. And it's something that, some things I've been thinking about that I want to tell my son. And he's 3, something that he'll be able to see later on as he gets older, after I get him back in my life. But I think a lot of you guys can maybe take something from this and maybe change, maybe think about what you're doing, some of your decisions, I hope, for the better. But anyway, I hope you liked the video. Like I said, it is something different, something a little bit more, emotional than we normally do, but it's important, so I think it's worth making for you guys. But I love you guys, and I really hope you liked the video. Comment below, let me know what you think, and yeah, let's do this thing.
It's not time to make a change. Just relax, take it easy. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to know. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I am old, but I'm happy. I was once like you are now, and I know that it's not easy to be calm when you've found something going on. But take your time, think a lot, think of everything you've got, for you will still be here tomorrow, but your dreams may not. How can I try to explain? When I do, it turns away again. It's always been the same old story. And from the moment I could talk, I was ordered to listen. Now there's a way, and I know that I have to go away. I know I have to go. It's not time to make a change. Just relax, take it slowly. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to go through. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I am old, but I'm happy. All the time that I've cried, keeping all the things I know inside. It's hard, but it's harder to ignore it. If they were right, I'd agree, but it's them they know, not me now. If there's a way, then I know that I have to go away. I know I have to go.
High five. High five. Give me that. Oh, no baby. No baby. You can have your baby, don't you? What's you see in there? See fruit? What's going on, guys? So getting this video started, it's been tough. I'm watching all these old videos and going through all these old pictures, what I have left that wasn't on the computer and the camera that my ex took. Man, it's been tough. It's really hard to make this video for sure. But, man, Aiden, words can't even describe. I'm already getting choked up. I just started. Words can't even describe how much I love you and how much I miss you. Daddy carries you in his heart every single day. And it's been so tough not being able to see you. And I want you to know that every single day I get one step closer to getting you back in my life. It's been my mission. It's my reason for doing YouTube, for fighting for my dreams, for working with Joe. You're everything to me, my whole heart. I remember I remember when your mother first told me she was pregnant with you. I was so excited, I had a feeling, that you were coming into this world. I had a feeling, call it intuition, call it whatever you want, but I had a feeling you're on your way, and when she finally told me it was our anniversary, and it was at night, I'm pretty sure I worked that day. Man, I was filled with so much excitement, so much joy, I was gonna be a daddy, and it was probably the best news I've ever gotten in my whole life, was finding out that you were coming. And I was so excited, and I was also scared, I think a lot of new parents are, I was young. I wanted to be a parent young, which is because obviously I planned on you being with me, but I always wanted to be a daddy young, so that I could run around and do crazy things with you and have some laughs and teach you how to be a man. And anyway, I was so taken back, and I just sat there and I was so quiet. Your mother was so excited, to tell me. She was so happy. She wanted me to be jumping for joy, but I just had to sit there and be quiet. I had to wrap my head around the fact that I was going to be a daddy. That you were going to be coming in this world, and everything that meant. Nothing really prepares you for that. Nothing in life really prepares you for that. You're a person. You're coming in this world. You're new, and I was just ready. I just kept thinking about everything that needed to get done, and what we needed to do immediately. I didn't even let myself really enjoy it that long. I was already planning everything I had to do, everything we had to build, everything we had to get, and what we wanted to do, what I wanted to do, and my mind was just, but that's unfortunately, that's pretty much a blessing and a curse with me, because I got so tunnel visioned in the fact that you were coming, and I had to do all these things that I feel like part of me unfortunately didn't get to really enjoy that moment. And I'm really sad about that. Because I was extremely happy, but I just, I didn't let myself really enjoy that before I just started into getting things done mode. And I would just say, as you're growing up, it's okay to have that drive. It's okay to be willing to hit the ground running, to grind hard, to get things done. But it is so important to step back and enjoy the little moments. Because you learn as you get older, those little moments are everything. Those little moments are what you take with you. Those little moments really, truly matter. So make sure that you take the time to really take them in.
Lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick and think of you. Caught up in circles, confusion is nothing new. Flashback, warm nights, almost left behind. Suitcases of memories.
I'm gonna give you the hug.
Time after, sometimes you picture me. I'm walking too far ahead.
That's nice.
You're calling to me.
Nice bear.
Can't hear just
from FAO
what
Shorts.
you've said. When you say go slow, I fall behind. The
Stuff all he cares about is training.
if you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. After my picture fades and darkness has turned to gray, watching through windows, you're wondering if I'm okay. Secrets stolen from deep inside. The drum beats out of time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. And you say go slow, I fall behind. The second hand unwinds. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting. Time after time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting. Time after time. Time after time.
I love you, kid.
Time after time.
Look adorable. When you were coming, I'd just gotten off of work and I was wiped, I was putting a lot of time and extra to work so that we could build a nice room for you, you know. And your mother at the time, you know, she was taking time off, so I was putting on a lot of that extra work to make sure things were taken care of, you know. And I was pretty white. Your mother starts screaming from the bathroom that you were coming. You know, she was so excited, you know, that you were on her way, on your way. She was ready to meet you, you know, and it was a beautiful thing. And she had this whole big thing planned, you know. She was gonna do this really nice, you know, water bath thing and a water birth, and it was all pre-planned, you know. She and I had been going to classes, she'd been going to appointments, you know. And I swear, you know, you gave us the hardest time. You were not coming. You were not ready to come in this world, I'll tell you, man, because I swear it felt like weeks. You know, it was a few days. We were going back and forth from the place we were gonna do this, and and your mother, man, she took it tough. She took it hard. Well, by the end of it, you know, my parents had already come in. Your grandparents, her parents, had already shown, you know, and it was just hours and hours of waiting for you, buddy. And none of us were sleeping. All of us were white, especially your mother. And you know, I'd gotten a few Z's. Your mother was up cooking some food and stuff for this big thing they were gonna have after you were born, and you just refused, man. You were not gonna do it. So we ended up going to the hospital, and which unfortunately, your mother did not like one bit, but it was for the best. And ultimately it all worked out, right? But God, I remember when you first came into this world, man. Your mother and I were in the operating room, and they had pulled you out by your little leg. You were so dirty. I swear it was like looking at a little alien. You had stuff all over you, you know, you were screaming. And then the nurses, you know, they brought you over this little bed thing. You know, and they were cleaning you all off, and you were just screaming and screaming. And I had a camera in my hand the entire freaking time. And I was so taken in by what I was seeing. You know, pulling you out of your mother's belly. Your mom was all upset, worried. You know, you're screaming. There's doctors and nurses all over the place, man. I didn't film my thing, which your mother never let me live down. I didn't film one freaking thing. I made the biggest, stupidest mistake as a father you can make, is you do not film the birth of your child when your mother wants you to, right? And but I was just, I don't know, man. I was just in the zone, like I was just experiencing it, and I was so excited. You know, my heart was racing, things were going crazy, and then everything just went quiet. Your mother was basically recovering and everything, and they brought you into this room, and I had to hang out with this nurse, man. She's this short little stout lady. She's whipping you all over the place, you know, wrapping you up in 10,000 towels and cleaning you out, stuff with little suction cups, taking things out of your little nose and your little mouth while you're just screaming and not wanting any of that nonsense. And That was the first time that I got to hold you. You know, and I was I was so scared because you know, you were so freaking tiny, you know, and you fit in my freaking hands, you know, and you were crying, and the nurse kept laughing at me, you know, because I was being so like gentle with you, you know, and she had been whipping you all over the place, you know, and I was holding you like you were freaking made of glass. I thought I was gonna squish you, man. You were so freaking tiny. You know, and they make you they made me take my shirt off and everything and just hold you up against my body, and you know, it's supposed to be like this bonding thing, you know, and you were so tiny and warm, and you were just squirming around. Man. Yeah. I didn't really know what to do, you know. You spend a year reading all these freaking books, you know, and having all these conversations, you know, and then when you have this little bitty thing, you don't have a clue what you're doing, but it doesn't even matter because you just, for the first time in your whole life, you realized you never loved anything like that in your whole life. You know, it's like your whole heart just starts beating for the first time. You had this full head of hair. It was so funny because it was black, but you had these little boy band highlights going through all of your hair. Everybody kept making comments about it, you know. My dad came in, my mom, my dad was holding you, you know. We were waiting for your mother to come out. And he was a freaking marshmallow, man. He was your grandfather, man. He was bawling. My mother was a wreck. Everybody was freaking holding you, crying their eyes out, you know. It was just so, it was such a wonderful moment. It's amazing. I know.
You
What you got there?
What
you got there?
Kept me warm. Kept me warm.
Who's it from? Who's it from?
You gave my life to me.
Let's see it.
Set me free.
This one's from Grandma and Grandpa.
The finest years I ever knew. For all the years I had with you. And I would give anything I own. Give up my life, my heart, my home.
Tear it open. Here.
I would give everything I own just to have you back again. You taught me how to laugh. What it's up.
What'd you get?
You never said too much, but still you showed the way. And I knew from watching you. Nobody else could ever know.
What'd you get?
Part of me
Yeah?
that can't
What'd you
let
get,
go.
man?
And I would
cool.
give anything
You got a train.
I own.
You got a
Give up
train.
my life, my heart, my home. I would give everything I own. Wow. Just to have you.
Cool.
Build this one right away.
Yeah.
You're loving them so, but taking them all for granted. You may lose them one day, someone takes them away, and they don't hear the words you love.
Very good.
I would give anything I own. Give up my life, my heart, my home. I would give everything I own.
Great job.
Just to have
Whoa.
you back again.
Look at that.
Just
We gotta put this guy together.
Is it an F-150? What is it?
Huh?
He's got his own truck.
What, baby? Oh, you're trying to get my knife out?
Yeah.
You want you to open it up? Smart kid. Remember the Christmas? The last Christmas I really got to see you, you know, and I was supposed to take you to my grandparents, you know, but that didn't work out, unfortunately. There were no fault of my own. But I got you when I got back. And they had gotten you a bunch of stuff, and I had gotten you something really cool, you know, and I got to film you on your first real Christmas, the first Christmas that you could actually enjoy it and do something and knew what was what was going on, you know. Not really the meaning behind it all, but you know, you got to see that you had paper and boxes and stuff you could play with, you know, and you were opening all your packages, you know, you were tearing up, making a mess all over the place with all these paper. And I got you your little truck thing, you know, and you were so freaking excited, man. You didn't care about anything else. None of the other stuff, you know. Not yet. Not until we got that box open. Not until we started taking all those pieces out, you know, and you were helping Daddy put it together, you know. Scattering paper all over the place. And then we put that whole thing together, you know, and you kept going in and out of it like 10,000 times. You ran in and out, in and out, in and out, in and around it, in and out. You put all of your toys in the back of a little truck. You know, you were watching TV in the truck. You were trying to eat your snacks in the truck. You were freaking adorable, man. That was a great moment. I took you outside and we rolled you all around the little hills, you know. And you got out and you saw a freaking turtle, a gopher tortoise, walking, you know, and you ran up, you know, your little tiny legs as fast as you could, man. You were so excited. And you got all up close to it. And, you know, you crouched down and you were trying to see his head. And, you know, you were trying to touch him, but you were scared, you know. It's a beautiful moment, you know. And It's all the more reason to keep trekking, to keep fighting, to get you back. You're my whole heart, buddy. My whole heart. And without you, it's hard. I love you, man. I really do.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, move mountains. And I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, high like the waves. I'll rise up, spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again for you, 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 for you. Silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its